championship fight is brought to you by Zenergy, the great tasting ultra premium energy drink. The Brazilian, the champion, 32 years old. The American from Cincinnati, the former champion, 33 years old. A slight reach advantage will be owned by the Brazilian Anderson Silva. It is now time for the official introductions of our showcase from UFC 77. And with that, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this UFC championship bout is sanctioned by the Ohio Athletic Commission with Executive Director Bernie Bravado, Chief Inspector Woody Kelker, and Chairman Gene Weiss. Our judges at Octagon side are Doc Hamilton, Jeff Mullins, and Douglas Crosby. And when the action begins, our referee in charge is Big John McCarthy. This championship bout is brought to you by Zenergy, the great tasting ultra premium energy drink, and Toyo Tires, the official tire of the UFC. Toyo Tires, driven to perform. And Saw 4, if it is Halloween, it must be Saw, in theaters everywhere, October 26th. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Two UFC warriors have now entered the octagon to go to war against each other for the second time. And now, live from the sold-out US Bank Arena in Cincinnati, Ohio, it's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Middleweight World Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 24 wins with 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 184 pounds. Fighting out of Cincinnati, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen, the challenger and former UFC middleweight world champion, Rich Ace Franklin! And now introducing the champion fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu fighter. He holds a professional record of 19 wins with 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 184.5 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, ladies and gentlemen, he is the reigning, defending UFC middleweight world champion, Anderson the Spider Silva!
All right, gentlemen, this is for the UFC Middleweight Championship. I went over their instructions in the dressing room. I want a good, clean, hard fight. I want you to fight clean. Do you have any questions from the challenger? Any questions from the champion? Touch gloves. Let's get it on.
Undoubtedly, this is a different Rich Franklin as he faces that man, Anderson Silva, once again, Joe. Will it make a difference, though? Can he be victorious? Can he erase the demons? Can he once again become the middleweight champion? Big John McCarthy, our referee.
All right, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on! Come on.
The first round of this fight brought to you by High Mob Watches, the exclusive watch provider of the UFC. Please visit highmobwatches.com. The Bengals shorts being sported by Rich Franklin. The Steelers shorts, ironically, by Anderson Silva.
Really interesting to see what Franklin's strategy is coming into the second fight. And one of the things that he said that he was surprised with the first fight was how well he did in the stand-up.
It was the clinch that killed him. Both men southpaws. Franklin is willing to exchange with anybody in the world.
Inside leg kick by Franklin. His mind, his eyes, the way he's looking at it already look better. He looks clear, looks more confident.
Just talking to him this week, you could tell that he had a smile back on his face. It's almost as if he had a secret, Joe.
Good right hand by Franklin. Good inside leg kick by Franklin as well.
Let's see how he deals with the clinch.
He took a knee to the body.
Let's see if Silva can get the clinch.
He's spinning around, shaking him off. Pushes him up against the cage. Obviously, he's learned something.
Let's see what happens here in close quarters. What does he need to do differently in the clinch from the first time?
He cannot let Anderson Silva grab that plum, the Muay Thai plum, grabbing two hands, clasping the back of the neck. He cannot let that happen because Anderson pinches down on your neck and can swing you back and forth and control you and lead you into knees. So what he's doing is he's got a strong overhook on the left side, and every time Anderson goes to grab that head, he's going to stop him. He's going to do whatever he can. Grab the waist, keep him down. He's got him down.
There you go. Rich Franklin avoided the clinch and got the takedown.
And Anderson Silva has a dangerous guard. Rich has got to be careful. And Joe Silva's informed me that Matt Hume has worked extensively with Rich about passing the guard. Worked constantly on that.
It's the first time Franklin's ever taken his camp out of Cincinnati. He went to Wyoming for a number of weeks to train in the altitude and the seclusion, if you will, to get away from the media attention and all the fans who adore him.
Anderson back to his feet. Rich has got a hold of one of the legs. Anderson back to his feet.
This will only energize Rich Franklin and energize this very pro-Franklin crowd here.
Another thing we haven't seen out of Anderson is what is Anderson's conditioning like when he drags into deep water? Rich Franklin's work ethic and conditioning are second to none. The only person I can see is work as hard as much as this guy does is Sean Sherk. He's got an unbelievable strength and conditioning program that he puts his body through.
This the main event of UFC 77. Gotta watch for that clinch at any moment on those dangerous knees.
Took a little knee to the body there and backed away.
Silva!
Turning side kick to the body.
He caught him. This is where he's so dangerous, Joe. He's still so good.
Rich Franklin is very dangerous here as well.
Absolutely.
And Rich has some unorthodox punches. Rich's punches come from weird angles. Like, you see that? Yep. They landed that right hand.
Over the top. Rich said this would be a different fight. So far it is.
Good body kick by Anderson there. Good right hand by Anderson. Rich is in trouble.
Silva trying to overwhelm him again. Franklin looking to survive early here in round one.
Rich looked up at the clock.
He continuously looks up at the clock.
But you know what? Already he looks much better. His performance is much better than the first fight.
Let's go to third.
When a fighter has doubts, when a fighter is coming off injuries, your mind has to be clear coming into a big fight against a dangerous fighter like Anderson.
He had a 7-month layoff after the win over Loiseau, in which he got all busted up.
And in that 7-month layoff, he was recovering from a broken hand and a badly injured ankle.
Franklin is cut. Franklin is cut above his left eye with Silva.
Nice knee to the body by Anderson.
Looking for the takedown. Franklin got out of it. 40 seconds remains in the first of 5 5-minute rounds.
Body kick by Franklin.
You talked about Silva's impeccable timing, Joe. He
Good
caught
right
one
hand,
there.
good left hand by Rich Franklin.
Oh, Silva dancing around. Oh, my. Oh, spinning back fist. He's caught him with everything fancy so far, if you will.
He's got the plum. Rich has got to be careful here. He's got it.
Oh, there's a big one. 10 seconds left in the round.
Rich is
5 seconds left in the round.
right hand.
Down goes Franklin. The round is over.
Rich was badly hurt right before the end of that round. He ate that right hand and dropped. He's still hurt badly. He's very wobbly. Matt Hume is helping him sit down. Rich Franklin is in dire straits right now. They got to get some ice on his head, clear his head up, throw some water on him. Let's take a look at that real quick. Here's the end. Bing! That's it right there. Drops from that right hand. Rich Franklin was in deep trouble.
Look, your shit's working when you don't stand in front of him.
Here it is again.
You're winning that round. You just got caught. He's not able
Right
to do
hand and
anything
again.
in the clinch
Bang! Right there.
unless you freeze up. Okay? You're working forward. He's holding your hand down here. Okay? When you hold your hand down here in the clinch, I want you to jerk your hand inside and push it. Okay? If you feel your hand getting held, don't turn away from it.
You gotta move him. You gotta move him.
Okay. You don't turn away from him. You always go into him.
Always go into him. Don't turn away from him. Excellent advice by Matt Hume. What he was trying to do is avoid that Muay Thai clinch, push into him. Don't turn it. If you're turning away from him, he can control your body better. Anderson looks very pumped up, and Rich Franklin looks very weary.
And he went down very awkwardly, too, on that left knee when he was rocked by Silva. They have great respect for each other. There's no animosity here. They have great respect for each other, do Franklin and Silva.
Good leg kick by Franklin.
The scary thing when you fight Anderson Silva is you're just starting to get the feeling it's just a matter of time until he puts on a flurry like he did at the end of the round.
Very nice leg kick by Anderson.
Franklin's going to bring it again, though. And as you said, he's got knockout power and he's got unorthodox striking. But a couple of the moves that scored were the spinning back fist and the spinning kick. And that was the things that caught Franklin off guard. Caught him in the midsection and then caught him right across the chin.
The real shot that hurt him was that right hand.
Oh, absolutely, Joe. But the first ones that really were ones that caught him off guard were those, and Franklin goes down momentarily.
Rich has got to be careful here. Don't turn away
he eats
from him.
one again. Silva with a big knee. Franklin is in trouble.
Nice right hand.
Silva trying to finish it here. Another knee. And down goes Franklin, and it is all over. Anderson Silva has defended his middleweight title.
Who can stop that man?
He dominates Rich Franklin again.
He's such a sniper. I mean, his strikes are so accurate and so deadly. You see him there being congratulated by Nogueira, the man who trains him in jiu-jitsu and gave him his black belt. Let's take a look at the end of the fight.
He's so classy.
Well, he so embodies the martial arts spirit of honor and Budo. Here he is, bang! Knee to the chin. Body shot, leg kick. Rich Franklin is just getting overwhelmed here. The right hand hurts him.
Boom.
The knee to the head hurts him. Another knee.
That right knee caught him flush, Joe. That was it.
Big John McCarthy steps in to rescue Rich Franklin.
That's a classy young man as well, Rich Franklin. And a great former champion. And this is what this sport is all about. He has come into hostile territory and defended his belt. Anderson Silva defeats Rich Franklin. A bad night for the Cincinnati kids, George Gurgel and Rich Franklin, but a great show in class and a great display of what this sport is all about. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Big John McCarthy has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 7 seconds of the second round, declaring the winner by TKO and still the UFC middleweight world champion, Anderson the Spider Silva!
It was a better fight, but the result was indeed the same. Anderson Silva, he almost feels badly about it. Look at him. What a classy guy. Here's Joe.
All right, I'm here with the champion, Anderson Silva, and his translator, Ed Soares. Anderson, it was a longer fight than the first fight with Rich Franklin, but the same result. Give us your thoughts on the fight.
Foi a mesma luta, o mesmo resultado, mas demorou mais. Explica a tua visão dessa luta.
O Rich é um grande atleta, um grande homem, merece o carinho de todos vocês aqui, e eu só fiz meu trabalho, só isso.
He said Rich is a great athlete, a great person, a great champion, and he deserves everyone's respect inside this arena, and he's just doing his job.
Tell Anderson to take a look at the Mickey's replay and talk us through some of the strikes that ended this fight.
Explica para nós o fim dessa luta.
When he hurt him with that big right hand at the end of the first round, did he think it was just a matter of time before he ended it?
Quando você machucou ele com a direita no fim do primeiro round, você pensou que a luta acabou aí?
A luta só acaba quando o Big Joe fala para parar, né?
He says the fight only stops when Big John says so.
Well, Anderson, congratulations on defending your title. We look forward to seeing you again. It's going to be very difficult to think of who can challenge you at this point. You're really at the top of the division, and we look forward to seeing you again. Anderson Silva, ladies and gentlemen.
Silva retains his title.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming. Thank you for your support. Thank you. I love you, teammate. Brasil, nunca serão, jamais serão.
And he retained the microphone for a moment. Great class. An interview with the loser, the defeated former champion, Rich Franklin. Here's Joe.
All right, I'm here with the former champion, Rich Franklin. Rich, obviously you're disappointed. This is in front of your hometown. It was a great fight. You put on a great performance. Give us your thoughts on it.
Just about 30 seconds ago, I realized I was in Cincinnati again. So, hats off to Anderson. He's a great warrior and he's a class act, so please don't boo him. He's a great guy. He had me tonight. What can I say? Sorry, hometown crowd. I don't even remember what happened exactly, so I'm going to have to look at the tapes.
Now, Rich, you went through an extensive training camp for this fight to prepare for the rematch. Now that you've lost him for the second time, what do you do now? Do you go back and reassess? Do you try to figure out what's next?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to. I'll go back in the locker room, talk to my team about it, and I got to get my head cleared. It's still a little scrambled.
Well, Rich, you're a great fighter. You're always an entertaining fighter. We'll always look forward to watching you compete. You're an honorable man and a great former champion.
Hey, I just want to say thanks to Anderson. And please, definitely don't boo him. He's a great champion. He's a hell of a guy. Thanks to God for keeping me safe in here tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming out here. I'm sorry that I didn't put on a better show for you. And happy birthday to you, Beth.
No need to apologize. Tremendous heart, tremendous performance always. Rich Franklin, ladies and gentlemen.
A happy birthday wish to his wife, Beth. This her 30th birthday tonight. And this right here epitomizes what this sport is all about and why mixed martial arts and the Ultimate Fighting Championship is taking over the world.